Hello friends, let us will start chapter number 3, understanding quadrilaterals. First of all, what is meant by quadrilateral? Quadrilateral is a polygon having 4 sides. What is meant by polygon? Polygon is a closed figure made up of line segment. That is called a polygon. And first figure of polygon, suppose I draw a single line. This is a polygon? No. Two line segments make a polygon? No. Minimum line necessary line segment is 3. Then we get the polygon. Means triangle is the first polygon which got minimum line segment. Here a quadrilateral is a polygon having 4 sides. Of course, quadrilateral is a closed figure having 4 sides. That is called a quadrilateral. Polygon, a simple closed curve made up of only line segment is called a polygon. A diagonal of a polygon is a line segment connecting to non-conjugative vertices. Means in a triangle there is no diagonal. But in a quadrilateral, there are 2 diagonals because alternate vertices if you join, then we get the diagonals, and in quadrilateral, there are 2 diagonals. Regular polygon, whose all sides are equal and also all angles are equal, such type of figure is a regular polygon. Means in any polygon, if all sides are equal, all angles are equal, then we will say that such type of figure is a regular polygon. Convex polygon. Convex polygon that are convex have no portion of their diagonals in their exterior. Means if you draw the diagonals in that polygon, and that diagonals part should be interior, not outside. That is called convex. And concave means some part may be outside diagonal, some part may be exterior. If some portion of the diagonal are in the exterior, then the polygon is called concave polygon. Remember this both the points. The sum of interior angles of a polygon of n side is n minus 1 straight angles. And the sum of interior angles of a quadrilateral is 360. This is also important for you. What is the sum of angles of it? Sum of the angles of a triangle. Of course, this is 180 degree. Similarly, the sum of the interior angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. Of course, we see proof also in next slide. The sum of the exterior angles taken in the order of polygon is 360 degree. So number of sides of polygon, how to find the number of sides of a polygon is equal to 360 divided by each exterior angle. Then you will get the number of sides of a polygon. And each interior angle is equal to n minus 2 multiplied with 180 divided by n. N means number of sides. Then you will get the each side angle upward. Okay. Next slide. Classification of polygons. Just I explained already. Minimum line segment, you get triangle. Of course, 3 sides. Triangle. This is the figure of triangle. 4 sides quadrilateral. This is the figure. 5 sides pentagon. 5 sides, like this figure. Of course, these are not a regular. A regular means their all line segments should be equal, and their angle is also equal. Then we get the regular polygon. Here it is not a regular polygon. Some may be, but not all. Hexagon, 6 sides. Heptagon, 7 sides. Octagon, 8 sides. Nonagon, 9 sides. Decagon, 10 sides. In this way, so many polygons. Of course, n sides in form. In this way we can see. Next, diagonals. Just I explained quadrilateral. Of course, this figure is the quadrilateral. Quadrilateral has two diagonals. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides figure polygon. So it is pentagon. Pentagon have such type of diagonals. See there. The adjacent vertex, use the adjacent vertex, then join the next one. That is called a diagonal. This one diagonal, two diagonal. This is 3, 4, and this is 5. Total 5 diagonals in this one. Here, one diagonal, two diagonal. Of course, this is concave because diagonal is going exterior part. So that is called concave figure. This is convex polygons. Some examples are in here. This is concave, this is convex. If we join any two parts, diagonal of this, or if we extend this part, some parts is going both the sides. So this is convex, concave figures. Remaining parts will be one side. Suppose that I extend this side, remaining parts will be one side, then convex. Of course, this is true for all sides. Then and then this is that convex. See here, remaining part one side, but for this, if we extend this line segment, remaining part both the sides. So it is concave. In this way, convex figure, concave figure, remaining. Types of quadrilateral and their properties. This is very important topics. Remember, types of quadrilateral and their properties. First of all, how many types of quadrilateral? There are 6 types of quadrilateral, which are parallelogram, rhombus, rectangle, kite, trapezium, and square. Total 6 types of quadrilateral. First one, parallelogram. What is a parallelogram? A parallelogram is a quadrilateral in which each pair of opposite sides are parallel. This is parallelogram. Each pair of opposite side is parallel. Means AB parallel CD and AD parallel BC. So it is called a parallelogram. Properties of parallelogram. See, opposite sides of a parallelogram are of equal length. Means AB is equal to CD and AD is equal to BC. This is the opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. Opposite angles of a parallelogram are of equal measure. Here, angle 1 and angle C are equal. Angle B and angle D are equal. Means opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. Means angle A plus angle B. If we take the addition of both the angles, we will get the addition 180. So it is called adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. And next one, diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. If we join AC and VD, then they intersect in this point O. Suppose that O point, then they are bisect each other. These are 4 properties of a parallelogram. Remember, rhombus. Rhombus is a parallelogram. Rhombus is also parallelogram. What is parallelogram? Parallelogram means opposite sides are parallel and equal, in which adjacent sides are also equal. Then we get the rhombus. Means in this parallelogram, if adjacent sides are equal, then you will get the rhombus. Means in a rhombus, all sides are equal and opposite sides are parallel. That is called a rhombus. Properties of rhombus, of course, say equal to the properties of parallelogram. And one more extra properties. Let us see. Opposite sides of a rhombus are equal. Opposite angles equal. Adjacent supplementary. With same properties of a parallelogram. Diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals are perpendicular to each other. bisect perpendicular to each other. Means perpendicular bisector. Of course, diagonals of rhombus are perpendicular bisectors. These are the properties of rhombus. Rectangle. Rectangle is a parallelogram. This is also parallelogram in which one angle is a right angle. Means in that parallelogram, if we take one angle is right angle, then we get the rectangle. Of course, all the angles are 90 degree because it is very possible if you take one angle is 90 degree. Of course, all angle will get to 90 degree because opposite sides are parallel and equal. So it is a rectangle. Again, same properties. Opposite sides are equal. Opposite angles are equal. Adjacent angles are supplementary. Diagonals are of equal length and bisect each other. This is one more extra property. Diagonals are equal and bisect each other. Again, each of the angle is a right angle. Here, each of the angle is a right angle. This is extra. Okay. Next, square. A square is a parallelogram in which adjacent sides are equal and one angle is a right angle. This is rhombus. Sorry, square. All sides are equal and opposite sides are parallel. A square is a parallelogram in which adjacent sides are equal and one angle is a right angle. That is means in parallelogram if you take adjacent side equal and one angle 90 degree, then you get the square. And property of this is opposite sides of a square are equal, opposite angles are equal, adjacent angles are supplementary, diagonals are equal and bisect each other at right angles. Means all these properties are in square. We can say square is a hero of all these 6 types quadrilaterals because all these properties are in. Okay, right. Right is a quadrilateral which has 2 pairs of equal consecutive sides. Here this is and this is. So it is in kite. Diagonals are perpendicular to each other. One of the diagonals bisect each other. One pair of opposite angle equal to while other is not equal. Means this angle and this angle equal. Okay, but this angle and this angle. One pair of opposite angle is equal, while other is not equal. And trapezium is a quadrilateral in which pair of opposite sides are parallel. Only one page is parallel. Such type of quadrilateral is a trapezium. These are the types of quadrilaterals and their properties. Just listen. Any doubt, you can ask me anytime through Miriam. I will clear your doubts. Next topic, angle sum property of a quadrilateral. We saw the sum of the angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. In 7th class, we saw sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Similarly, sum of the angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. For that, let us draw the quadrilateral joint in one diagonal. Here AC joint. Then this is triangle ABC. Then 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 180 because we saw sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal. Similarly, this is also triangle. Again, this will be 4 plus 5 plus 6 is equal to 180. Correct? Then and 4. Adding equation 1 and 2, you will get like that. Make the pair 1 plus 6. This 1 plus 6, you will get angle A. And 3 plus 4, 3 plus 10, you will get angle C. Make remaining as same. Angle 2 is angle B. You will get angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. 180 plus 180 is equal to 360. So you get 360. Understood? Means sum of the angles of a quadrilateral is 360. Now see some examples on the topic. The 4 angles of a quadrilateral are given in this ratio. Then find each angle of a quadrilateral. Find the angles. Their ratios are given. Then you take each ratio is equal to 3x, 4x, 5x, 6x. Means Sum of the angle is 360 degree. 3x plus 4x plus 5x plus 6 equal to 360. Because just we saw sum of the angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. And take this up. Then 3x plus 4x plus 7x plus 5x, 12x plus 6x, 18x. 18x equal to 360, and therefore this divide that side, we will get x equal to 20. Hence each angle will be 3 multiplied by 20. 3x means 3 multiplied by 20. 60 degree, 80 degree, 100 degree, 120. If we have, we will get 360 degree. Hence each angle is 60 degree, 80 degree, 100 degree and 120. See exercise 3.1. Again let's examine the table. Figure is given 3 sides, 4 sides, 5 sides, 6 sides. Means pentagon, hexagon, quadrilateral, triangle. Again their angles is given. 1 multiplied by 80 means 3. 3 side minus 2. You will get 1 side. Means angle sum you will get. Here 4 side means 4 minus 2, 180. If we calculate, we will get 360. Then what will be the sum of this angle? Here how many sides? 5. 5 minus 2 and 3. 3 multiplied 180. You will get the sum of the interior angles. Same you will get. Again get calculated. When n is equal to 7, then what will we get? N minus 2 multiplied by 180. N means here 7 sides. 7 minus 2, you will get 900 degree. Sum of the angle is, sum of the polygon is 90 degree. Of course, that is called septagon, 7 sides. Octagon, 8 sides. 8 minus 2 multiplied by 180, 8 minus 2, 6 multiplied by 180, 1080 degree angle you will get. Means that will be which of the octagon? Same 10 and 10 sides, and this is the first general n sides. N minus 2 multiplied by 100. Okay? Next. See example number 2. Find the angles, measure x in the following figure. Means here quadrilateral is given, the measurement is also given, you have to find the value of x. Of course, x means angle x. 3 angles are given, fourth one you have to find, because quadrilateral has 4 angles. So we know that sum of the angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. Then take angle 50 plus 130 plus 120 plus x is equal to 360 degree. Of course, simplify. 120 plus 50 plus 130 is equal to 300. Means x plus 300 equal to 360. X is equal to 360. Of course, this is minus 300. You will get 60. Hence, x equal to 60 degree. You will get x equal to 60 degree. Again, you can verify yourself. Take the sum of the 4 angles. That addition should be 360. Then our answer is correct. And last example, angle sum of the polygon. N minus 2 multiplied by 180. We saw, of course, here, suppose here, how many sides? 5 sides. Then 5 minus 2 multiplied by 180. Means 3 multiplied by 180. Then angle sum of this polygon is 5. Of course, this is regular polygon, so all sides are equal. All angles are also equal. So each angle is how many degree? Divided by 5, you will get each angle. 108 degree. Understood? Such type of angle. And next one, find x, y, z. There is one. Upon sum of the linear pair of angles. This is called linear pair. And the sum of the adjacent angle is 180 degree. Then you get the linear pair. Means straight angle. So here 90 plus x is equal to 180. Then x is equal to 90. Similarly, y. First find the z. 30 plus z is equal to 180. Means z is equal to 180 minus 30 is equal to 150 degree. So here x is equal to 90 degree and y is equal to 120 degree. Again, find y is equal to 90 plus 30. How it is? Because y is exterior angle. And we know that exterior angle is equal to sum of the interior opposite angles. So these are the interior opposite angles of this y. So their sum is 120. Hence exterior angle property will be used. X plus y plus z is equal to 360 degree. Means we can say in another way, sum of the exterior angle is also 360 degree. Yes, here we completed this topic, types of quadrilateral, their properties, and sum of the quadrilateral is 360 degree. Also we saw some examples. If you are having any doubts, you can ask me anytime through media. Thank you.